Oh, would you look at that? Perfect. Hello everybody and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program. In the last episode we kinda royally screwed up. I spent an entire episode doing something that was actually for naught, but that's fine. I did it off camera, orbit around Kerbal, simple with a probe. Just took the same design, slapped a probe on it, no big deal. And I also did an orbit, and we also had one for orbit and recovery. Same thing. Did it again, bam, done. So we have a couple quests, couple things here. We have a moon flyby, which seems impossible. I don't even know how the hell I can do that in my own brain. I don't even think we have maneuver nodes yet, so maybe we might have to upgrade a station or whatever. We have a Kerbal powered landing, which is really interesting. We actually have to build a lander and land it, go up to 500 meters and come back down and survive. This is it manned? Oh, it's a probe, okay. And then we have a manned orbit and safe return as well. So we have a few things. But because we're going to have to need a little bit of money, I actually took this tourism contract. Kickoff space tourism. We have to take Tito here into orbit for 4 hours and we get 100 grand for it. So I figured I'm going to be upgrading a facility here shortly, which I don't know which one it is. Whichever one gives us tracking nodes. Orbits visible on map. Is that maneuver nodes? I don't know what that is. Okay, I guess I can figure that out later. But if we head into the thingy here, don't laugh. All right, listen. Okay, there's no reason why this shouldn't work. You know, this is my pod. This is Tito's pod. Yes, this is very, very heavy and actually pretty expensive at 34,000. But it should complete this quest, which will give us 100 grand. And you know, it's a basic design. It's pretty simple. It's totally foolproof. Don't mind these Separatrons. They're just there for reasons. It's gonna make things a little interesting. There's one little quirk I haven't quite figured out with this design, which I guess you're about to go see. We're gonna go launch. I'm thinking we can just pick up Tito at the launch pad. I hope he's like waiting for us. Yes, load passengers. There we go. Don't mind the jiggle. The jiggle's completely normal. Here's Tito. We have Tito. We're gonna take him into orbit. Oh, look at that. That looks cool. See, it's the flag just over the ship. That looks awesome. Alright. SAS on. Am I forgetting something? Is the staging correct? I feel like I'm forgetting something. Let's just go. Space go. Oh, hello. This is stuff that apparently I haven't done yet? I don't believe it for a second. I have yet to test this design with 2 pods on here. Okay, obviously, you know, being boosters and whatnot, we're gonna go very, very fast, very, very quickly. I can't quite remember how. Oh, okay. He doesn't really want to turn over that well. That's fine. Okay, that's good enough for now. Okay, the Separatrons are hopefully gonna save my ship. Oh God, that was a very, very, very bad time to do that game. Okay, all right. No, 90. Turn over. There we go. Oh, so the Separatrons are there because they kept blowing up my ship when I staged them. I don't know why, but they just kept doing it. So can you fuck off? Like, I don't know. You'd think I would have all the science in the world by doing the same thing over and over and over and over again, but apparently I don't have all the science. What's our apoapsis? Apoapsis 36? Perfectly fine. I think I'm just gonna hold this right here. We're good. Just get up to 70. Tito, how you loving it? You liking it? Jeb's having a freaking heyday over here, man. 60, 62. We'll go up to 75. I'm pretty sure, actually, the contract might say 75, so we'll go a little bit higher than that. I don't know why the contract would say 75. Oh, look, it does say periapsis above 75. That's the periapsis. We're totally fine with, as far as apoapsis is concerned. We're going to turn over to 90 now. Or flat, anyway. Easy does it. Easy does it. Now up, up, up. Come on. Perfect. Okay, now we just wait. Okay, we're over 70. Time to apoapsis is 40 seconds. Let's do a little test burn. See if that goes up. Yeah, we're too soon. Too soon. Burning too soon. Come on, little guy. Oh, I also forgot. Coming back into the atmosphere is a little weird with this ship, but it worked just fine previously. I have no clue how this is going to work with this double crew pod thing happening. Let's just say we might have 2 dead Kerbals on our hand, but it worked totally fine last time. I'm doing too much talking, not enough burning. Okay, time to apoapsis is 8 seconds. This should work. Come on. Stay a little flat. Oh, we're almost out of fuel. Oh, I don't know about this. Come on. Please circularize. No, this is not gonna work. It's just not gonna work. We're just gonna start in orbit. Yep. Oh, I'm scared. 75 periapsis. 176 Are we good? We don't have enough to deorbit, do we? How much fuel's in these things? We don't have enough to do anything. We might have enough to deorbit, maybe. Oh dear lord. Please tell me I just didn't strand my pilot up here. Okay, how are we doing? First off, deploy the solar panels. Extend. That's first things on the list. Okay, and the contract says we have to stay up here for 4 hours. Alright. Turn off SAS and time warp. Okay, I've been doing this, it feels like, for like 10 minutes. 4 hours? How can Tito even want this? There you go. Contract complete. Now we just gotta recover Tito. Okay, so here's our issue. Our periapsis. Okay, this is the only thing I think I can get our periapsis to below 70 with the literal like sliver of fuel we have left. The thing is that gonna actually deorbit us, or is it just gonna like do something really weird? And then we'll just loop around and round 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 until we get torn apart or something. So I don't really know how this is gonna work. I'm going to commit, basically, once we hit apoapsis. I'm gonna do a quick save, so there's only going back to the quick save. So if I strand them with no fuel up here, we can do a recovery mission. If we don't have quite enough fuel to deorbit, we can come back at a later date, I guess, rescue them. But I guess we're just gonna warp to apoapsis here and see about getting this periapsis below 70. I'm gonna do it right at apoapsis so we get the maximum effect. Slow it down. There you go. You can time warp a little bit. 20, 15. Okay, back to, well, we need a point retrograde. Retrograde. Come on, Jebediah, you can do it. Okay. We're at apoapsis. Here we go. Oh wow, that was more than enough. Our periapsis went crazy low. Oh, I didn't quick save before that. Okay, well, Hopefully they don't die. So when I said this thing comes in at a weird angle, I'm definitely not joking. It comes in nose first, and I don't know how the hell this thing's gonna work with all this extra stuff on here, so cross your fingers, I guess. Alright, here we go. Go ahead and I guess we'll keep that 1.4 science. Hold retrograde Jebediah. Because, well, last time I came in I didn't have any battery charge. So I think we'll be fine. If Jebediah can hold retrograde, what's our surface speed? 2100 meters per second. That's pretty fast, but there's no reason why if we have plenty of electrical charge. Yeah, we have plenty. There's a battery on here somewhere? Oh, there is a battery on here. Yeah, we're gonna be fine. I'm actually kind of surprised this solar panel hasn't torn off yet. That's a very strong solar panel. That's actually quite surprising how that hasn't even come off yet. Alright, this actually should be relatively uneventful then. Yep, solar panel's still there. They should really build cars out of these things. Okay, we have done it. Hallelujah. It's over. Now's the time where I really hope that I recalibrated the parachute when I added this extra pod, because that would be a pretty bad mistake. Come on, parachute. You can be... Oh, hey, we're Highlands, Kerbal's Highlands. Don't mind if I do. Might as well transmit. Oh, we can't transmit because we don't have any communication to the... Okay. Deploy chute. Please don't rip off just because it's too much weight. No, we should be perfectly fine. Alright. Hopefully. Did you transmit that data or did you keep it? Review report. Highlands, yeah, okay. Keep it because we can't... We don't have... See this? This is local control. We don't have a connection to the KSC, so we can't transmit it. By the way, on a side note, this relay out here, or this probe that I sent out for orbit, I put a relay satellite on it, and it's like as high as I could have got it with the fuel it had on it. So that can actually relay information for us at a later date. Please shoot open. The ground is... Oh, dude. Oh, that was so close. Dude, we're like coming up on a mountain. Doesn't that seem like very close? It seems super close. Yeah, that's our shadow right there. That was a little nerve-wracking. Whew. Makes me wonder if I even did calibrate the chute properly. We were legit less than a minute. Oh, hello. Oh, I'm doing a magnometer thingy mabobber. Any more science? Hey, Tito, we've done it. You didn't die. And I just made 100 G's right there. That'll be... That money's going to upgrading the part limit for sure. Hey, even 14.5 science as well. Recover nearly 10 experience. Who is Tito? Wait, this is a tourist. He gained a level as a tourist, I guess. That's interesting. That must be part of that tourism mod and whatnots. Okay, now is the really difficult, scary stuff. And the SETI contracts wants us to do a moon flyby, which I don't think I'm quite ready for. But a powered Kerbal powered landing. It is relatively easy to go into the air or far away from an object. Landing and docking is much harder. While we know how to land with the help of atmosphere using wings, parachutes, jet engines, and so on, a powered vertical landing of a non-aerodynamic vessel is something difficult. Thus, we need to test and train for the most critical phase of the planned moon mission. Here on Kerbal, by landing near the black monolith north of the KFC. We want you to perform a remote and powered landing near the black monolith north of the KFC, max 40 meters away. After reaching an altitude of 500 meters, naturally no parachutes, wings, or even nose cones, and air-breathing engines. So no parachute, no aero category parts. So no parachutes, wings, nose cones, air-breathing engines are allowed on the lander. We recommend a very light lander, using landing legs, Oscar fuel tanks, and the LV-1R engines. Okay. Oh Lord. Does this... Okay, it is a probe, so at least we're probably not gonna kill... Do we have to do this with somebody? No, it's just a probe, it seems. Alright, powered Kerbal landing. Let's see if we can manage to do this one. So let's warp to next morning. By the way, this over here is the black monolith. So we gotta take off from this launch pad and fly over here and land in an atmosphere on Kerbal with a hopefully very light lander. Okay, so we'll start with the probe stack, of course, because we're not gonna kill any Kerbals doing this. So I don't necessarily know how much fuel we're gonna need. How big is... Ooh, well that's a small... It's a small fuel tank. Let's go with 2 of these bad boys. And let's see. We're gonna have to make it kind of stable, but what kind of landing gear do we have? Micro landing strut. We only have this one. Okay. Let's pick an engine. It said the 1A LB engine. I don't freaking know what engine it said. Okay, this Pomeranian engine gimbals. Whether that's enough, I don't really know. So we can't do nose cones, we can't do parachutes. Let's do an engine, 2 fuel tanks, and just landing gear. Micro landing strut. I mean, I don't know. These rover wheels probably can't withstand any impact, so okay. Let's how many do we need? 3? 3 seems okay. We want this kind of low so our thing doesn't explode when these things compress. Our engine should be relatively safe. I mean, this thing probably weighs nothing at this point. 0.69 tons. So we're gonna need a way to communicate. This has a stored battery, so we don't need to put a battery on it. We'll put a solar panel. We'll put 1 solar panel on it just in case we run it really low on battery, and we'll put a communication device on it like this here antenna. Alright. Let's I don't know what the name of this mission is, but probe death 001. Save. Launch. Okay. Let's see how this goes. No aerodynamics, no parachutes. We have an engine, and we gotta go within 40 meters of that over there. Okie dokie, let's start half throttle. Let's just see. Okay, that's not quite enough. Okay, this Pomeranian doesn't seem like it's got enough oomph to get us off the ground, even with this tiny little lander. Okay, revert flight, vehicle assembly. Let's put a little bit more oomph on it. I want to keep the little engine on there. It could help out. Let's just put some of these bad boys on the side of it. How many do we need? Probably. Let's go 3. 3 of these little engines. Okay. 01 was a failure. 02 will succeed. Launch. All right, full throttle on. Okay, so this works. Now we just get over to the. How about SAS? That might be. Oh God. Oh dear Lord. Oh, it can't turn back. Okay, well. Is that thing gonna ever blow up? No. Okay, well, it seems... What happened? Oh, there we go. It seems like... Revert to launch. It seems like... if you turn over too much, it can't bring itself back. Because I get it, because these engines can't gimbal. This one can, this Pomeranian, but it's just not. So don't turn over as much, so basically. And then start with SAS to begin with. Okay, there we go. Alright. Well, we gotta get up to 500 meters anyway, so we might as well get up to 500 meters. Alright. This is working out pretty well. Let's just kind of go over there, but not turning over too much. 500 meters, done. I think. Oh, they do gimbal. How's come they couldn't save us last time? Okay, just don't. Oh, easy does it. All right, easy does it. Oh, well, if you cut the throttle, it definitely can't gimbal. Reaction wheels for the win. Reaction wheels. Reaction wheels. Oh, I cannot believe that. We just saved that. Okay. Point retrograde. We're nowhere near this thing. Let's kill off our momentum, though. I don't know what type of impact these landing gear can survive. But, you know, this is a nice test to start with here. Throttle down. Stability, please. Okay. Alright, you know, I didn't like that spot anyway. It's just, we can get closer, right? Okay, let's cut our engines. Or run out of fuel. Hey, we're gonna totally land near... Look at this! We're gonna hit the black monolith. How is this not gonna help? Alright, that was a nice test. I feel like I did okay. I mean, define okay. Revert to launch. Okay, I like this one already. Damn it. I think I kind of have a plan here. Let's, we'll turn over just a little bit. A few degrees, okay? But we'll go up really, really high. And then come down very slow. Alright, I'm not taking fault for that. The computer, like, literally just put us in a nosedive. Alright, so basically don't use the computer for anything but stability assist. So we're gonna keep, like a 10-degree thing here. We're gonna keep around 70. Oh god. We can keep around. There we go. That's fine. Keep around 70. Oh dear. What is it doing? We should just cut the engines for the love of Pete. All right. Turn over. No. Retrograde. You know what? I don't think it can point to retrograde. What is the issue? Is it too top heavy? Something's the issue. The landing legs are the ones that survive. Alright, half the fuel. Let's name this appropriately. We're like on number 8-ish. Save, launch. Oh wow, this thing's got a lot more spunk in it. Alright. Seems relatively easier to deal with. Throttle up, throttle, slow yourself down. Okay, we were a little too high in the air and probably a lot too far away. Oh, would you look at that? Perfect. I wonder if we can cheat the system by, like, doing this and grabbing one of these bad boys and just kind of like... We just need, just need one of those. There you go. Let's rename this to something a little bit more appropriate. Probably like somewhere around there. Save this bad boy up. Launch. And then we already have a head start of Like, probably like a few hundred meters. How much do we get? 125 meters. Perfect. Oh dear lord. How... Please. Oh shit. Slow yourself down a little bit here, fella. Slow yourself down. Okay, let's oh shit. Alright. I think something needs to change here. Goodbye solar panel, I don't even think you're necessary. Let's put a reaction wheel on here. Surely this will help something out. Let's, you know, rename this to something a little bit more appropriate. There you go. Save that bad boy up and let's see how this one goes. Holy dude. Oh my goodness. Look at this movement I have. Dude, point retrograde? Oh my... Oh, not prograde. Oh, good lord, not prograde. Look at this. Look at this movement. Watch this. Oh my goodness, this is so easy. Watch. And retrograde. And land. Oh no. Alright, let's shove off our speed here. Instabil. No. Oh. Okay, well I landed. How close am I? Can I... Am I 40 meters now? This looks good. Shave off the speed. A little bit less. A little bit less. A little bit less. Did it. Am I within 40 meters? I am not within 40 meters. What blew up, by the way? Oh, my little Pomeranian? Psh, I don't need that thing. Alright, I just need to get within 40 meters of this. So let's throttle up. Oh god, wrong way. Alright, we're definitely within retrograde. Slow it down. Stability. Actually, point retro. Speed up. How am I not within 40 meters? I beg of you. Can I like drift this? Like, just slowly but surely. Oh dear lord. Dude, this is no retrograde. Just point retrograde. Slow it down. Oh dear lord. It's doing weird things. It's doing weird things. How is this not? How is this not within 40 meters? You know what? Just roll. Roll there. Yes, this will work. I completely refuse to believe. Okay, I'm entering the Black Monolith. Did I do it? I've done it. Recover vessel. Oh my god. Please tell me. Please. Okay, well, listen. The moon landing is not going to be that damn difficult. Okay. Yeah, well, that was easy. I don't know what all the fuss was about. Okay, so we got manned orbit and safe return, which we've done. So I guess I'll do that off camera. The Mun flyby I don't even think is possible. So if we upgrade the tracking station level 2, we get the ability to do maneuver nodes. But that cost $150,000, and this part upgrade, which I severely want, cost $225,000. We're so close to this. I don't want to spend money on the tracking station, so I'm actually going to do a Mun flyby with no maneuver nodes. I think I can do it. I think I can do it. Alright, so basically Moon flyby. We added 1 tank of fuel. We took out our normal crew pod for a probe. It has a solar panel. It has an antenna. It needs to be recalibrated for its weight, even though it should be perfectly fine because it's even lighter now. So we'll click on that bad boy. We'll apply settings. Boom. Okay, boom. So close, great. Put this back, fantastic. Okay, so we are actually over the parts limit by one flippin' part, which is really annoying because, well, that's kind of annoying. Everything works perfectly fine here, but we're over by one part. Why again? Oh, because we have to have this stupid adapter. Now we could try to run without the adapter, or I could just take off these Separatrons that I have here. Maybe I had a little bit of issues with these boosters, like destroying my ship, but hell, maybe I'll launch them straight up in the air before they're out of fuel. Okay, so we gotta rename this. This will be probe orbit with science. Actually, scratch that. This is gonna be called Mun probe flyby with science. Okay, beautiful. We're gonna save this bad boy up. It's under the part limit by one part. Fantastic. Alright, we're good. We have a probe, chute, antenna, batteries, solar panel. There's no reason why we can't do this, except for the whole, you know, trying to get to the moon with no maneuver nodes. But I've done a little bit of research. I think I can do it. Alright, 3, 2, 1, go. Atmospheric pressure scan. How the hell have I not? It's worth 1.1 science. And it's worth nothing if I transmit it. So, I don't want it. We can bump up our threshold, I guess, to 1.2 science, so that no longer triggers. There we go. It's still on, right? Yeah, it's on. Okay. Oh yeah, give me. Hey, I kind of need my nav bowl back. There we go. Let's turn over a little bit, and we're gonna dump. Just save troubles. I'm gonna dump this right now. See you later. So it does not hit our ship anymore. Okay, that's a good way to do it. We don't need those boosters. 20 seconds to apoapsis. I'm just gonna start burning now. See how this does things. Right on the horizon. There you go. I want this number to keep going down. And if it doesn't, it's starting to climb now. Excuse you, climb. It's starting to climb, so I'll cut throttle temporarily. We're at apoapsis. We should be going in orbit any second now. Look at this periapsis climb rapidly here. Any second. Dude. Oh shit. Okay. Yeah, if my mouse is over this window, none of my inputs work. But that's perfectly fine. We're in orbit now. Alright, so here's my dilemma. So here's mission control, right? We're a probe. We can't send, well, we can't do anything without a signal from mission control. And unless we're in direct line of sight with mission control, that doesn't happen. So I set up this little relay out here. So basically, see, okay, now we should, excuse you. Now we get this little line saying, hey, we have a connection. So basically, this probe should be sending data to this probe, which then sends data to mission control or whatever have you. I don't think I'm going to be able to have control of my ship when it comes to, once we get to the moon. But you know what? For science, right? We're gonna burn we're gonna go prograde. And we're just going to burn. See, now we have a connection with this guy. But the thing is, he's not going to have a connection. You know what we need? We need a probe opposite of this guy. We need a probe with a vertical inclination that's like up here and then one down here. So we have 4 probes around the mission control. Maybe upgrading the mission control will make this like better. I don't really know. All I know is this is not possible. There's no way this will ever work. Oh, look at this. This looks promising. Oh, absolutely. There we go. Hey, look at this. The temperature scan high over the moon. Oh, man. Oh, man. There's so many things coming in. Thing is, we can't transmit it because we don't have a signal. So I guess we're going to just keep all this data. So Does this count as a moon flyby? Low space. So we gotta burn retrograde to get closer to the moon. So we might as well. Hello? What's going on here? SAS turned off? Oh, we don't have any control over anything because we don't have a satellite out here. How are we supposed to get a satellite out here if we don't have a satellite out here to begin with? Might as well transmit all this delicious science we have on board. Review data. I have no connection. What are you fucking talking about? All this is pissing me off. How does this not have a connection to mission control and relaying to us? I don't understand this. Please no moon. Oh god damn it, the moon. Keep data. The moon's captured us again. Okay, we're about to go into some wacky orbit, aren't we? Oh, you know what's happened? We're so far away from the planet now, we don't even have connection when the frickin' KSC is there. Oh, this is painful right here. Oh, there we go. Now we're just like, are we gonna crash into the planet? Please tell me, just crash us into the flipping planet. Will we have connection then? All right, so we're gonna crash into Kerbal, and we're not gonna have connection to even transmit the little bit of science we're gonna have. This pains me. You have no much. Alright, so hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Kerbal Space Program. Maybe we'll do something productive in the next one. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you did, don't forget, if you liked it, don't forget to remember to like, subscribe, all the good stuff you guys do, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.